Here's the biggest mistake I see with AI books on Amazon KDP. They read like a robot wrote them. The sentences are clean, but there's no life, no personality, and no reason for the reader to trust the author. If your book feels like a Wikipedia article, then I'm sorry, but you're dead in the water. In this video, I'll show you exactly how to add that human touch, stories, examples, and personality so your AI books feel authentic and actually sell. If that sounds good, smash that like button and let's dive in. Part 1, why AI text feels flat to begin with. The reason raw AI text fails is because it's generic. AI is trained to predict the average way of writing, and average writing doesn't sell. Think about it. When you read a best-selling nonfiction book, what keeps you turning the pages? It's not just about information. It's the voice of the author, the little stories they tell, and the way they connect the lesson to real life. Without that, your book is just data. And readers don't come to Amazon for data. They have Google for that. They come for connection and transformation. That's where you, the human, step in. Which brings me to part 2, adding stories that connect. So how do you add that human layer? Start with stories. If you're writing a book about productivity, don't just explain the Pomodoro technique. Drop in a mini story. You can say something like, when I first tried Pomodoro, I thought it was silly to set a timer. But by the second day, I realized I had done more in 4 hours than I did in an 8-hour shift. If you're in a health niche, AI might give you generic tips like drink more water. Instead, add your personal spin. I used to drink 4 sodas a day. The first week I switched to water, I had headaches. But by the second week, I felt sharper and more energetic. Even if the story is short, it makes your book feel real. Remember, readers don't want a textbook. They want to feel like someone who's been there is guiding them. Now, part 3, adding practical examples. Examples are just as important. Let's say AI writes, journaling helps with stress. Now that's flat. You can add an example like, imagine coming home from a stressful day, grabbing a notebook, and just dumping every thought onto paper. You'll notice your mind feels lighter almost instantly. See the difference? Now here's another. Instead of saying budgeting is important, give them a scenario. If you spend $7 a day on coffee, that's over $200 a month. Now imagine redirecting that into paying off debt or investing. That's the power of budgeting. Examples turn abstract advice into pictures in the reader's head. And once they can visualize it, they trust it more. And that keeps them reading. Now finally, part 4, adding your personality. Now finally, last but not least, your personality. This is what AI can't fake. Use your natural tone. If you're funny, crack a joke. If you're motivational, be bold and direct. Even dropping in a phrase like, look, I know this sounds obvious, but most people still don't do it. Makes the writing feel like a conversation and not like a lecture. AI is the skeleton. Personality is the muscle and skin that make it alive. So here's the bottom line. AI will give you structure, speed, and clean writing. But it's your job to add the human touch with stories, examples, and your personality. That's what transforms a bland AI draft into a book that people actually want to lead and leave positive reviews on. And if you want my full system for publishing AI books that sell, with the exact prompts and editing workflows that I use, I break it all down inside my course. You'll find the link in the description. And don't forget to subscribe if you want more strategies into how to turn AI drafts into books that readers can't put down. Thank you so much for watching. If you got value, smash that like button, and I will see you in the next video.